Right, welcome back. It's been a few days since I played. It had a bit of a rough week. There was an event that's happening now that I don't plan on participating, but it kept causing crash. Oh, sorry. Of course, I start talking, and right away, I get the hiccups. Anyway, there's a lot of crashing, and it's very frustrating. But I think whatever's going on may be fixed. Maybe.
Have mercy.
What?
Divines bless you, friend. I am a good man who's fallen on hard times. I have 11 starving children that will surely die without a morsel to eat today. Won't you spare a silver for an honest man and his adoring children?
Silver? Do you mean gold?
Yes, I'm sure a wealthy traveler and hero such as yourself could spare a few gold for a worthy cause. Won't you think of my poor children wasting away?
He's lying to us, but we're gonna be kind for, just to be kind.
Thank you. Thank you. I owe you.
I know. Xander was like, you're an idiot. I know, Xander. There it is. The Dream Stride. For over 1,000 years, the priests of Vermina have been masters of the art of alchemy. The complexity and potency of their mixtures are nothing short of legendary. These alchemic treasures are so highly sought after that a single draught showing up on the black market commands sums in the tens of thousands. Alright. In the numerous potions that have surfaced to date, Vermina's torpor is perhaps the most impressive. A single sip of the viscous liquid places the imbiber in a state known as the dream stride. This condition allows the subject to experience the dreams of another as if he is actually there. The subject becomes an integral part of the dream. To any other entities in this dream state, the subject will be mistaken for the dreamer. The subject will even find his mannerisms, speech patterns, and knowledge expended appropriately. To an observer, after the subject has imbibed the potion, he will appear to vanish. As the subject traverses distances within the dream, he will also traverse distances in the actual world. When the torpor's effects have expired, the subject will fade back into reality in the exact location projected within the dream stride. Some dream strides have transported their subject a few feet, and some have appeared to thousands of miles from their origin in a matter of minutes. It is worth noting that the dream stride is highly dangerous and presents the subject with numerous pitfalls. In certain dreams, subjects have been exposed to life-threatening scenarios such as sicknesses, violence, and even death. In most cases, the subject simply fades back to our world without a harm, but in some instances, the subject never reappears and is assumed to have expired. In other instances, the subject reappears deceased. It's also quite possible that the subject could reappear in a precarious or hazardous location in reality, even when that location appeared safe within the dream stride. Vermona's torpor is mysterious and elusive as the priests have created it. It's unknown whether this unique transport mechanism is a result of the torpor itself or simply the odd machinations of Vermina, but the potential for using dream stride to penetrate seemingly impassable obstacles certainly outweighs its mysterious nature. So, question: Have we partaken of that and not known what exactly it did? Because I feel like a lot of people gave us potions, and then we're like, you'll be fine. Where am I going? Let me see. C says the seahorse. Okay. I guess we might as well continue on.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Thanks, big guy. I guess we'll pick a potato. Probably someone's last potato. They'll starve. forever and ever. I don't really have a particular place I'm heading. I don't think anyway. How do I get there? Do I swim it? Must have to swim it. Alright, now that we robbed this poor guy blind. They're way up there. Not that I see, anyway. Alright, nope. Oh, come on. You see that right there? See it? But it's not on my map. Why isn't it on my map? My body.
Such terror. I was so not ready for this. Tribunal, save us!
Do you need some help?
Help? It's too late for that. We were caring for the afflicted when the Veriansu attacked us without warning. They killed everyone in the Muthnar monastery and set everything on fire. They threw people into the flames.
Who are you?
They're heathen Ashlanders outside the light and
answer.
protection of the Tribunal.
Sorry,
I
wrong
can't bear to
question.
think about it anymore. If you really want to help, find healer Senar. He's gathered a few of the survivors outside Muthnar, away from the Veriansu patrols.
I'll go find him. You're fine. Do you want to not be fine? Okay. I will sometime read that when it's not a partial. There's gonna be like a massive day where we're just gonna be reading. Whether you guys want me to or not. Oh, no. It was... Poor peoples. They all died. Sacrificed? I'm going to guess. I have a feeling I'm not supposed to be in this room yet. Sometimes when they don't want you in a place, they'll have a lock on the door. Here. Hello.
There they are. I wish I could make them pay for what they've done.
Make who pay and for what?
Those bastards up there. The very Ansu. They torched Muthnar and killed my father. My brothers and I are hoping for a chance to strike back. This is about revenge and honor.
What do you plan to do?
That's the problem. We wanted to avenge Father's death, so we split up to find a way, but I'm not that brave. There's too many of them. I'd just be throwing my life away. You look tougher than me. Maybe you'd take this torch and burn their supplies.
You bet. I'll find you on the road outside of Muthgar after the deed is done.
Quality material makes for quality goods. Distasteful.
I know.
Most gratifying resolution.
War of two houses, war among the great houses of Morrowind, isn't unique, and more often than not, some kind of conflict between two or more houses is underway, somewhere across the land. Rarely do these conflicts escalate from subterfuge and intrigue to an all-out war, but open hostilities aren't unheard of in the history of Morrowind. Let me tell you about one of these wars. In 2E 559, House Hallu and House Dress, it's always House Hallu, advanced beyond the usual tensions and posturing and fielded squads of combatants south of Narcissus on the border of the Black Marsh. It wasn't the first time these two economic rivals had challenged each other, and it wouldn't be the last. But the actual war was memorable, both in scope and in the number of casualties that piled up over the course of the battles. House Hallu was determined to set up a trading post in the disputed territory. House Drez was just as determined not to let that happen. Halfway through the construction of the outpost, the House Hallu workers suddenly found themselves surrounded by Drez mercenaries. The squad of Hallu guards assigned to protect the workers, led by Perilla Fallen, quickly established defenses and prepared to defend the outpost. The Drez mercenaries, who outnumbered the Hallu guards 5-1, assumed they would make short work of the defenders and have the post burned to the ground before the midday meal. But that's not the way it happened. Perilla and her guards repelled the first assault with relative ease. She was determined to hold the line, no matter the cost, until reinforcements arrived. To facilitate the appearance of aid, Perilla set the one wizard they brought with them to work opening a portal to Narcissus. If the guards could hold back the onslaught of the Draz mercenaries long enough, an open portal could provide a path for Halu battle merchants to pour out of to turn the tide of the battle. They only needed a little time. As the wizard performed the portal ritual, Perilla and the defenders met each House Draz attack with skill and ferocity. The mercenaries rushed in, sending a wave of attackers at the post's barricades. Each wave was turned away, but not without a cost. After 5 hours and 4 separate waves of attacks, Perilla's forces were reduced to a third of their original size. But by then, only Perilla and 6 guards remained to fend off the next Draz assault, and the wizard required a few more minutes to complete the ritual and open the portal. "You shall have that time," Perilla proclaimed, "for Halu." And the 7 defenders, magnificent in their fury, fought with honor and savage resolve as the wizard completed the final steps of the ritual. 1 guard fell, and 4, now only Perilla and 2 Halu guards, remained at the battlements. The Halu workers, who had been providing support and watchful eyes throughout the previous battles, took to the walls as well, using tools and weapons of the fallen guards to help defend the post. For all their elfert, it appeared that the crushing weights of the Draz assault was about to engulf them. And then the sound of the battle behind us. And then the portal opened, and House Halu battle merchants streamed through the portal, hurling spells and arrows into the ranks of the surprised mercenaries. A full cohort emerged from the portal and crashed against the walls of Draz mercenaries. The wall held for a few long moments, and then it shattered against the weight of the Halu troops. Draz mercenaries fell in scores before their line finally broke, and the remaining mercenaries turned to flee. The battle merchants chased after them just long enough to make sure they were really routed, and then they formed up to secure the post. Brave and noble Perilla Fallen was responsible for the Halu victory that day, but she didn't survive the final battle. A Draz mercenary's blade had caught her in the neck as they were retreating. She was dead before a healer could reach her side. Thanks to the histories like these, however, her efforts will never be forgotten. Oop. I was busy reading that.
What can an art?
Okay. Keep a better control of your peoples.
Tranquility.
Oh, we got the book. Okay, I'm gonna assume we finished reading it.
Another chance at perfection. That could prove useful in our work.
Okay, done there. Burnt barrel gives me ash. Who would have thunk it?
Your accomplishments just compound one upon the other.
So many. What a horrible fate to befall these people.
It's not safe here.
I know that. But Doral isn't the only one who won't abandon the afflicted. I can't just leave. Someone has to collect the medallions of the fallen.
Why are the medallions so important?
The medallions focus the power of the tear of Saint Veloth. Wear one, and the effects of the plague are slowed. When the Ashland is attacked, the medallions were scattered. We have so few of them. They won't do anyone any good on these husks.
All right, I'll bring any medallions I find to you.
Oh, thank you. If you succeed, bring the medallions to me, north of Muthna.
I love how quickly they just abandon. Like, yeah, I'll meet you there.
Father, oh Father, why did this happen to you?
I did what your brothers wanted. The Ashlander supplies are burning.
Then we are avenged. Our father is still dead, but at least the ones responsible for his death paid a price. Why don't I feel any better?
Find more as many eyes!
I see you hiding back here, Mr. Chast.
Make better choices!
Good find, cohort.
Is there a benefit to collecting these medallions? More than what they wanted?
That was intellectually stimulating. Mora's twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done.
I'm gonna cast...
Things are in some disarray here at the monastery. Did you need something important?
I'm here on behalf of some Nords. They would like to make a trade.
I don't know what to tell you, stranger. Have you seen what's happening here? Did you bring arms and armor, or maybe some kindle pitch? We could use some Nord war supplies right about now.
Well, I have this relic.
That's an animal heart, like from an ox. What am I supposed to do with a dried ox heart? Patience, patience. I suppose you want something in exchange for this.
That's the idea, yes.
The three have taught us. Fulfill your rights and duties. Here, take this loaf of stale bread. Tell them it's the holy loaf of... oh, I don't know. Make something up. Exaggerate. Nords like that.
All right, you bet. It's during the time of the Great Despair when St. Velof and his people reached the land of Resden. For untold weeks they had climbed a mighty range of mountains under Velof's leadership. Many among the Chimmer considered this path to be folly, but they were driven by Velof's unyielding certainty and commitment. They came upon a great pass, a deep scar in the mountain covered in ice and snow. Velof drove them onward, chasing a vision that had come to him in a dream. He claimed to see a great hawk in the sky. He vowed that the hawk would lead the Chimmer to a new home. They dragged through the pass, but after a time, the Chimmer would go no further. A great wall of ice blocked their way. Then a powerful voice boomed from the mountains. "Who are you, and why have you come to this place?" "We are a people without a home," replied Velof to the mountain. A young woman stepped out of the wall of ice. "And who are you?" asked Velof. "I am a Chimmer friend. I have come to lead you home if you're willing to accept my challenge. I demand a sacrifice of you." Velof, "Swear an oath that will make you a better Mer." Velof hoisted this mighty hammer and proclaimed, "Never again shall I wield this tool or any other to slay a foe. I have given my heart to my people, but now I shall give them more. I shall dedicate my life and my soul to them." The woman turned and waved at the wall of ice. It melted away in moments. Beyond lay an alien land of fungus and ash. She began to walk forward, and the Chimmer followed. Velof spoke to his people. "We are home," he declared. "This is the anvil upon which we shall forge a new people. One journey ends here, and another journey begins." Oh, interesting.
Did you recover any medallions? I hope so. I don't know what I was thinking. That I could just go out there and find them all by myself.
Here are the medallions I found.
Thank you. Once the relic is safe and the Ashlanders are gone, we'll be able to resume our work. I may not be brave, but if I can help my order treat the afflicted, I will.
The destruction, the loss of life. This slaughter was totally unnecessary.
What happened here?
We were set upon by the Veriansu, a tribe of heathen Ashlanders. They attacked Muthnar, this place of healing and refuge, killing monks and afflicted alike. We're a simple order. We use the tear of St. Veloth to help those afflicted by the Lodos plague.
How can I help you?
I gathered as many survivors as I could, but the Veriansu have taken captives. They tossed them into burning buildings. Our leader, Dolril Belvane, is still in there, searching for survivors, and trying to protect the tear of St. Veloth.
All right, I'll find him.
I'm worried about Dolril Belvane. Without his spiritual guidance in this time of tragedy, I fear our order will crumble. Still, he insists we must have the tear of St. Veloth, and he could not bear to stand away while others suffer, so he remains in Muthnar.
What's so important about the tear of St. Vela?
Veloth shed the tear after he led the Chimer from Somerset to Morrowind. The artifact has the power to heal sicknesses. We haven't been able to cure the Lodos plague, but the tear can slow the speed at which the plague ravages the afflicted.
Why did the Ashlanders attack?
I don't know. They revere Veloth, call him the Prophet. They hate this plague and probably want the relic for themselves. But they disrupted our work, and now the plague husks are everywhere.
What are plague husks?
Violent, unthinking monsters. Without our constant prayers to direct the power of the tear, many of the afflicted were suddenly overwhelmed by the plague, and they transformed into those creatures.
Does your leader rush into danger very often?
All the time, if you must know. Doril is unique. For the leader of a pacifist order of healers, Doril craves action. He can't help himself. He's attracted to trouble, and he always wants to do good. It's very confusing for the rest of us.
All right. I will go find your dude. I must have approached this in the completely wrong way.
Apocrypha, take you!
I see cunning in your eyes, and smell blood on your weapon. But if you're a Veriansu, I'm a bloated netch. What brings you to Muthna?
Doril, Senner sent me to find you.
Ela Senar worries too much. I never ran from a battle in my life, and I ain't about to start now.
Between the Varanasi and the Plague Husk, it's not safe here.
The Veriansu. Bah! They fear the Lodos plague. Their solution is to capture our monks and the afflicted alike and toss them in the fire. I won't stand for it. I traded my sword for a monk's robe, but I'm no coward.
Okay, I'll go help rescue the captives.
That's the spirit. If it's quiet to the east, run west, I always say. Just watch out for the plague husks and rescue who you can. I'll take... Come, child. Let's get you to safety.
It must have worked.
A prosperous discovery. Time for tea, then.
I gotta go inside the building.
Thank you for saving me. I knew Doril would send help.
Thank the Tribunal. It was getting so hot in here.
We have an accord. Good find, cohort.
Over here, please. Only the dead will see an end to this war.
Sorry, you startled me.
Praise Vivek. Did Doril send you?
Thank the Tribunal. It was getting so hot in here.
Praise Vivek.
Thank the
Did
Tribunal
Doril send you?
found I need your help. They captured Doril Belvane.
Right, tell me where they took him?
They tied him up and threw him into a burning building, and they continue to fan the flames. They consider our work to be blasphemous, and fire is their solution to everything. Please, I'm leaving before something bad happens to me too.
Oh, look at this very nice, convenient path up here. Come on.
It's about time you showed up. I was beginning to get a bit charred round the edges.
Come on, let's get you out of here.
Fire. It's the Variansu's answer to everything. To them, it purifies plague victims and blasphemers alike. Those Kwama droppings. I tried to circle around a pack of plague husks and ran right into an Ashlander patrol.
I saved everyone that I could. It's time to go.
We can't go, not yet. The Variansu believe we defiled the Tear of St. Veloth. They plan to destroy it. We have to get to the monastery and save the Tear.
All right, let's get to the monastery. We saw the Tear. I knew I'd gone into this building a little too soon.
The Tear is kept below in the basement. Let's go get it.
Terrible smell.
For as many tentacles.
Gods, I haven't been hit like that since the war. Witch must have put a hex on the Tear. Did you see that? Threw me clear across the room.
Here's the Tear of St. Vila.
By Veloth's hammer. That's the best news I've heard all day. Listen, the Variansu are never going to leave us be. Not while their leader's still alive. I know that sounds terrible, but it's true.
Want me to stop him?
Yes. Ashkan Ginasa leads these Ashlanders. Go to the Variansu camp and kill him. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body dies. Then they won't threaten the Tear of St. Veloth ever again. Meet me on the North Road when you finish.
heavy sacks lying around. Not that I'm complaining.
What did you get?
Platinum dust, Sander. Platinum dust.
In our camp, you die for this.
Mora has his eyes on you. I can feel it.
Telvanni read his last wish. The abomination can't reach me between these rocks, but I can't leave either. I'm probably going to die here. I just wish my brother Malvini was here with me. I hate to think he'll live on and I'll be gone. Harsh. Okay, well, we're gonna on.
We can use this.
In Dishana encountered a strange tribe of dark elf ashlanders. They call themselves the Mabragash. Unlike their Varvenfall brethren, this tribe is not nomadic and appears to have settled in an isolated region of Dishan, a location they call the Vale of the Ghost Snake. I believe that they have concocted the story of the perilous ghost snake to discourage outsiders from lingering too long in their village. Although, frankly, their rudeness, which rivals that of any of the more civilized dark elves I've ever met, is more than enough to drive outsiders away. However, my curiosity about this isolated tribe steeled me against their attitude. I remained nearby for a time, watching them and recording my observations. Forthwith, here are my findings on the Mabragash. The Mabragash do not welcome visitors. The Mabragash appears to have a matriarchal society, and their females are definitely more dominant than the males. They also seem to outnumber the males by a factor of 3 or 4 to 1. I couldn't say this society hates males, but they certainly don't trust them or like them very much, at least as far as I can tell. They claim a ghost snake gives them advice and watches over the Vale. I believe they use the so-called ghost snake to scare visitors away and to keep the village population in line. It appears they sacrifice their own tribe members to this mythical deity. The tribal elders discourage trials to honor this ghost snake, and many of these end in the death of participants. Here is the legend of the ghost snake as it was told to me by a charming little lady of some 6 or 7 years of age. She approached me with absolutely no fear or hesitation. She asked me why I was being so creepy and watching them all the time. At least that was the gist of it. My understanding of the Mabragash dialect is rudimentary at best. I deflected her question with one of my own. What is the ghost snake I keep hearing about? I asked her. Oh, well, follow the coiled road and you'll find out, she replied with a bat of her cute little eyelashes. The ghost snake offers advice and protection as long as we are care for the Vale, she continued. Everybody knows that. She wanted to tell me that the ghost snake was the combined spiritual essence of the tribe's female ancestors, giving spectral form by the belief and respect of the living tribe members, or that it was a creepy dead snake that liked to haunt the Vale and eat innocent Mabragash children. She spoke very fast, and as I said before, my mastery of the dialect was far from perfect. From an economic perspective, the tribe crafts unique snakeskin leather. They use this leather for everything, from clothing to packs to simple armor. They are, however, unwilling to sell or trade this wonderful material to outsiders, or even to the men of their own tribe. Everyone involved could make a fortune if the Mabragash could be convinced to open trade with the outside world. I met with a Mabragash scout on patrol. She threatened to toss me to the ghosts and serpents on the coiled path. Fortunately, my speed and tree climbing skills far exceeded hers, so I was able to avoid this savage ceremonial rite. Additional observation leads me to conclusion that the tribe subsists on a diet primarily consisting of snake meat. This may contribute to their uncontrollably hostile demeanor. After several days camping nearby and continuing my observations, a rather fearsome Mabragash warrior visited me. He said he was the Golcan? He said the only reason they had not simply tossed me to the serpents within the veil was that the Farseer labeled me as a hapless idiot. I am sure I missed something in the translation of the message. When I asked to meet with the Farseer, this Golcan's hand seemed to tighten on the hilt of a rather nasty-looking sword that hung at a side. It was then I decided that my time among the Mabragash had come to an end. Let's see. Tribunal Scholar Priest. This utterly ludicrous observation was found abandoned near the border to Stone Falls some years ago. The Bosmere chronicler Bonarian does not appear to have the wit of a 5-year-old child when it comes to accurately recording unusual events or peoples. He resorts to making things up or taking wild leaps of illogical to come to so-called conclusions. This document has been preserved within a tribunal library, and copies have been distributed, as he did at least conduct some conversations with the Mabragash, and information on this tribe remains scarce. Well, he is actually very correct. We met them. We helped them. We did. Hey, guy, you, blessed,
Another
Mr.
chance
Betty,
at perfection.
you were making a lot of noise over there.
Is it done? I put the tear of St. Veloth in a safe place. Now maybe the Ashlanders will leave us alone.
The leader is dead.
By the 3. Let's hope the Veriansu go home now. I just pray I haven't made things worse. I left the army to get the blood off my hands, but look how that turned out. You killed him, but I let the arrow fly.
Yeah,
Still, you have my thanks.
doesn't take much to encourage me to kill somebody. Oh, no. Okay, hold on.
By the 3.
I heard the Veriansu attacked Muthnar because the monks were using some sort of Daedric artifact.
Can anybody help me? I'm sorry. They forced me to do it. I had no choice.
Here we reap our mother's grief. It's time for sleep, my boyo.
I thought I'd never escape.
Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
A pocket guide to Mournhold. Welcome, traveler. Welcome to Mournhold, the city of light and magic. This pocket guide was prepared with great care for you in the year 2E481, and as such, you can rest assured that it's current and up-to-date enough to provide you with your every need. At the capital of Morrowind, Mournhold is the greatest city in Tamriel. Travelers bring prayers and commerce to our streets and are ecstatic to receive you. Please understand that with all pilgrims gathering every day, you may occasionally encounter outlanders who seem lost, overwhelmed, or even frustrated by the bustle and the layout of the city. To accommodate all visitors, the city registrars have compiled a few useful instructions on places and activities you may enjoy, as well as mandates from the tribunal you must adhere to. Observe learn, and enjoy your stay. Reverence Dunmere, the farthest reaches of Morrowind and beyond, arrive each day to pray and show reverence for the living gods of the tribunal. If you're one of the Dunmere brothers or sisters, you already know the proper way to show obeisance to the three tribunals, or to the three tribunes, Almalexia, Vivek, and Sothasil. Sacred shrines throughout the city, including the Tribunal Temple, are ready to receive your donations. If you are a non-Dunmer visiting our city, no doubt by observing our citizens you will pick up the proper modes of obeisance. I don't know what that word is. The safest course of action remains the simplest. Do as Dunmer say. Nope, that's not what that says at all. Do as the Dunmer do. Say what the Dunmer say. And be mindful of where you walk. Remember, do not panic when you see heretics submitting to the justices of the tribunal. The registrar would like to assure you that that we are well practiced in dealing with heretics. Your safety remains one of our greatest concerns. The Great Bazaar. Mournhold stands as the mercantile heart of Morrowind. We welcome your business. If this is your first visit to our great city, feel free to ask the City Watch for the most direct and safest route to one of our merchant districts. The Great Bazaar, the largest and most heavily patrolled of our markets, should serve as a destination spot during your stay. Make sure to see a seasonal event at one of our outdoor theaters, catch a wandering passion play in a town square, or listen to the public choir in one of our well-groomed parks. And know that every purchase you make grants you a little piece of Mournhold to take with you when you depart. Please, however, be sure to make purchases only from registered and licensed merchants. That is the only way to ensure that the proper fees and excises are collected. The Plaza Brindisi-Dorum. Troubled souls can find peace wandering through the sanctuary and gardens of Brindisi-Dorum. Just as trees and flowers reach towards the sky to seek the nourishment of the sun, the citizens of Mournhold raise their arms in prayer to a wisdom of the tribunal. May you find solace here. The Tribunal Palace. Many travelers cannot wait to visit the Tribunal Palace, where the living gods of Morrowind reside. Please understand that while we welcome your zealous enthusiasm, the Ordinators may take issue with displays of excessive zeal. As always, everything in moderation. If your enthusiasm gets the better of you, the Tribunal shrines located throughout the city are available to collect donations to atone for your transgressions. Whatever you seek, you can find it in Mournhold. Our priests, our registrars, and city guards will make sure of that. Enjoy your stay.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
Wrap this real quick. I do want to go diving there to get my... to get that shard, so let's do that real quick. That should be fun, right? Oh yeah, my hold on.
Let the research begin. I'm with you, cohort.
Hey. Last fight room?
That was intellectually stimulating.
I didn't get the...
Need a moment. Not a young man.
I didn't get the Dwarf achievement. Was that not the thing I needed to kill? Xander, I'm stuck. Okay. We're fine, Xander. We're fine. Nothing to worry about. Nothing that way. Did I need that for something? Okay, well, I guess go this way. else am I supposed to go? Oh, wrong button. Okay, so there's a quest right here. I guess we gotta go around that way. Might as well do that. Jeez! Oh, that woke me up.
We can use this.
My sister sneaks off into the room. Stranger, stranger, stranger! I require your immediate assistance.
Yeah, what happened?
It's not important. My sister Kirith went into that Dwemer ruin, but she forgot to take my new control rod. I built it to deal with the spider constructs that infest the place. She may not believe me, but she needs that rod.
So you want someone to take this control rod to her?
Precisely. I do it myself, but one of those fetchers stabbed me when I tried to go after her. Besides, I forgot to take the control rod and had to come back for it anyway. Here.
All right, I'll assist.
My sister has a knack for attracting trouble. I'm starting to get worried.
What are you doing out here?
We're dungeon delvers, intrepid explorers, just like you. Kirith handles the manual labor, while I'm the genius. Together we make a good team.
You seem a bit young for this line of work.
We may be young, but we have a great many talents at our disposal. If you must know, this is our first real expedition. We need to find something to prove our worth to the Academy. Then, the Archmage will have to accept our applications.
What academy?
The Academy of Shadowstula, of course. My sister and I, we don't come from a wealthy family. We need to find something of magical or historical significance to impress the Archmage so he'll let us study there.
What are you hoping to find?
Something old, something powerful, something that will impress even the jaded Archmage of the Academy. All of the greatest Dunmer leaders attended the Academy, and it would be unfair to the world to deny me my place among them.
Okay. Hey, did you know I stole a spot and got onto that? Yeah. I saved them. It was quite fun. Alright. Let's go help the brother-sister duo.
About time you got here. I've been dodging spiders for what seems like forever. Wait, you're not Raynor.
Not at all, but he did send me to bring you this control rod.
Did he? I bet he got hurt fooling around with the spider constructs.
That's not exactly how he put it, but yes.
How typical. Listen, this ruin is a two-person job. I need someone to cause a diversion so I can sneak into the next chamber. Could you test that control rod on the spiders inside?
What does the control rod do?
How should I know? Raynor built it. He calls it a control rod. I bet it controls the constructs. Use it to capture one of those spider things. It might take a few attempts, though. Raynor's devices don't always work exactly as he designed them.
Sounds pretty reckless.
That's the spirit. Now, go create a diversion.
Okay. Are you my friend now? I think he's supposed to be my friend.
What took you so long? And who's your sparky new friend?
I used the rod on that spider and now it's following me.
You mean my brother's invention actually worked?
Seems so.
I wonder if it would work on the big spiders.
They're bigger ones.
Probably not. Just a legend. I'm almost positive. Anyway, there's something important here. I can feel it. Something the Archmage won't be able to ignore.
What makes you so sure?
Look around. I had a quick peek at the machinery in here while I was waiting for you. I think this entire chamber is some sort of complex dwarven device.
What does it do?
I've no idea. It might open that big door over there, or it might unleash a giant walking teapot with razors for arms. There's only one way to find out, right?
But what if we get the razor arm teapot?
Oh, don't be such a baby. You sound like my brother. Anyway, its emitter thing is broken. If I had some spare parts... maybe we can get your sparky little friend to help us.
What can the spider do?
Dwarven constructs scavenge parts to repair themselves. They're designed to remove delicate mechanisms from disabled constructs to reuse elsewhere.
So you want me to go collect spider parts?
No, not you. Your spider. You just ruined the parts prying them out. Go beat some spiders into submission, then have your sparky friend collect their parts. I'll wait for you by the emitter at the other end of the chamber.
Before I do that, I want to look around. Here is Prism notes. The alignment of all these crystal prism things seem to indicate that some shooty, sparkly bits once propelled energy around the chamber. This is just a working theory, mind you, but I think I can repair this thing and make it do something. I just need some more sparkly bits and spinny parts from the metal spiders crawling around the ruin. That would require fighting the icky spiders, however, and I hate the spiders. they're sighing, like... I'm confused how I'm supposed to be using this. I don't know. Okay, I think that's how you do it. I don't know. It was very vague.
Good timing. I think I almost have this contraption figured out. Did you get the parts?
Yeah, the spider did most of the work.
So Raynor's control rod actually works? Do you believe it? Let's see those parts. I think I know how to fix this thing. Now stand back and give me a moment.
Take your time.
Turn this, tighten that, and finished. That should do it. Should we see what this thing does?
Suppose so.
By Vivek! This is incredible!
What is this thing?
Some kind of elaborate dwarven device, obviously. See the crystal prisms set up around the chamber? This emitter fires a beam that reflects off the prisms and then does something. Oh, this is so exciting!
Now what should we do?
Not sure. Why don't you fiddle with the prisms while I think this through? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Do you think it's that way, or do you think... No, I never did see how did they explain the sudden appearance of these ruins on the map, because this wasn't in the vanilla game. It was a later addition.
Raynor showed up right after you went inside. We heard scary noises from behind the door. What was in there?
A giant spider construct in this dwarven relic.
A giant spider? I knew it. Can I see what else you found?
Here you go.
This could be just what we need. I bet this gets me and Raynor into the academy.
Glad I could help.
Here's something we found near the ruin. Please take it for helping us. You know, you're not bad to have around. Feel free to come dungeon delving with us whenever you want.
Alright, get out of here. Skedaddle. Right, done there.
A most auspicious find.
Okay, I think I should probably stop here and think about going real lifing, but it doesn't seem nearly as much fun. It's a frog. I could see something glowing. I just couldn't tell what it was. It's a frog. Come on. Okay, there's some stuff over here that I need to do. I need to go to this Forgotten Crypts. I'll probably go there at some point. I gotta go here. Okay, well. Alright, thanks so much for keeping me company. I'll be back with something very soon.